The world always rewards the wicked, right? No, that's not what I meant. Welcome back to my channel. The highest quality content on the internet about power, money, and influence. And today we are going to discuss why the kindest, hardest working people often end up with the least. Have you ever worked really hard for something only to find it just out of reach? Did you know that the people who get ahead in life are unnecessarily the most talented or hardworking, but rather those who understand the principles of power and leverage? In today's video, we will explore this controversial topic and reveal how you can use this knowledge to achieve your goals without being evil. Let's get started. Now, this might come as a shock to many of you, but it's time to face the reality of the world we live in. We're sorry to break it to you, but it's the truth. And if you want to get ahead, you need to hear it. Think about it. How many hardworking people do you know who have been passed over for promotions, or who have struggled to make ends meet despite their best effort? It can be disheartening to put in all that effort and still come up short. However, it's important to remember that the world doesn't always reward what you deserve. Sometimes it rewards what you leveraged. In fact, one of the most famous quotes about this topic comes from the 16th century Italian philosopher Niccolò di Niccoli, better known as Machiavelli. He once said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." While this may sound ruthless, it's actually a powerful statement about the nature of power. People would rather fear you than love you because fear commands respect and obedience, which are essential for wielding power. Love, on the other hand, is based on emotion and sentiment, which can be unreliable and difficult to control. So if you're looking to succeed in a world where power is the ultimate currency, you need to learn how to be feared. We're not suggesting that you become an evil tyrant. There are plenty of ways to command respect and obedience without resorting to tyranny. But you do need to be willing to embrace the darker aspects of human nature and understand how to use them to your advantage. There are several reasons why the world rewards wickedness, sometimes more than kindness. Now, before we go further, let me ask you a question. Are you someone who is always trying to do the right thing, but you find yourself constantly getting taken advantage of? If so, don't feel bad about wanting to fight back. Trust me, I understand. As a matter of fact, I was exactly like you when I first started. I wanted to make an impact, help people, be the good guy, and all that stuff. But guess what happened? I got crushed like a bug. I had no idea what I was doing. You see, the world is full of selfish individuals who care only about themselves. They will exploit anyone who trusts them too much. These toxic people are experts at manipulating others, and they will stop at nothing to get what they want. That's why it's crucial to be careful around people who seem too nice to be true. If you're not, you'll end up as their next victim. I know this firsthand because I fell for it myself. This allows them to engage in unethical behavior such as lying, cheating, and manipulation without hesitation. As a result, they can take advantage of others and climb the ladder of success more easily. Selfish individuals often end up isolated and without genuine friends or connections. True relationships require empathy and understanding, which these individuals lack. Ultimately, their success is hollow and they remain unfulfilled. Number 2. People with low levels of empathy are more likely to engage in criminal behavior. Studies in criminology have found that psychopaths make up a disproportionate number of criminals, accounting for approximately 20% of the prison population. Psychopathy is characterized by a lack of empathy and remorse, as well as manipulative and impulsive behaviors. Some famous examples include Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and John Wayne Gacy. While these cases are extreme, the same traits can manifest in less severe ways in everyday life. For example, a person with low levels of empathy might take advantage of others for personal gain without feeling guilty or remorseful. They may also be more likely to engage in risky or impulsive behavior without considering the consequences. These tendencies can lead to negative outcomes in various aspects of life, including relationships, career, and personal well-being. 3. Lack of empathy can lead to poor decision-making. When making decisions, empathetic individuals tend to consider the perspectives and feelings of others, which can lead to more ethical and socially responsible choices. On the other hand, those who lack empathy may make decisions that benefit themselves at the expense of others. Studies in moral psychology suggest that empathy is a crucial factor in moral decision-making. When people are confronted with ethical dilemmas, they are more likely to make pro-social decisions. That is, decisions that benefit others when they are reminded of the suffering that others may experience as a result of their actions. In contrast, those who lack empathy may be more likely to make selfish or unethical decisions without considering the impact on others. Number 4. Low levels of empathy can negatively impact relationships. According to a study published in the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin, individuals with low levels of empathy are more likely to engage in self-centered behaviors and are less able to understand the perspectives of others. This can lead to interpersonal conflicts and a breakdown in relationships. When we interact with others, our ability to empathize is crucial for building trust and rapport. We are more likely to trust and connect with individuals who demonstrate an understanding of our emotions and perspectives. Conversely, those who lack empathy may struggle to build meaningful relationships due to their inability to connect with others on an emotional level. Number 5. Lack of empathy has been linked to increased levels of stress and aggression. When we are faced with stressful situations, our ability to empathize with others can help us regulate our own stress levels. When we see someone else's pain, our brains release the same hormones that are associated with our own pain. This process, known as neural coupling, allows us to vicariously experience the emotions of others and can help us develop prosocial behaviors. However, when we lack empathy, we are less able to regulate our stress levels and may be more likely to lash out or become aggressive. Studies have shown that individuals with low levels of empathy are more likely to respond to frustration with aggression. Number 6. Limited social skills. Empathy is a key component of social intelligence, allowing us to understand and navigate the social world effectively. Those with limited empathy may struggle to interpret social cues and navigate social situations successfully. This can lead to awkward interactions, misunderstandings, and a lack of social support. Social intelligence involves understanding and managing our relationships with others, including interpreting social cues, regulating our own emotions, and responding appropriately to the emotions of others. Empathy is a crucial part of this process, and those who lack empathy may struggle to develop the social skills necessary to thrive in social situations. 7. Cognitive deficit. Some research suggests that individuals with low levels of empathy may also exhibit cognitive deficits, such as reduced attention and memory. A study published in the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience found that individuals with autism spectrum disorder, a condition that is characterized by difficulties in social communication and interaction, also exhibited reduced empathy. This suggests that there may be a link between empathy and other cognitive ability. Reduced empathy may lead to difficulties in tasks requiring attention to detail and the ability to remember important information related to other people. This is the uncomfortable truth that we must all face. Success is not always a reward for hard work and dedication. Sometimes it comes down to who you know and how you present yourself. If you're struggling to achieve your goals, it's time to reassess your strategy. Stop wasting time on people who don't value you and start investing in your own power and influence. If you want to change your life, you have to be willing to do things that are outside your comfort zone. It won't be easy, but the results will be worth it. Remember, the world is a dangerous place, and you need to be prepared to fight back against those who seek to take advantage of you. Don't trust everyone you meet and don't expect the world to reward your kindness. Instead, focus on building your own power and influence and be willing to use it when necessary. And if you want to keep developing your powerful mindset, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We upload multiple high-quality videos every single week. Thank you for watching.